that main topic of our summer school is business communication. Yes. So we will study different instruments of PR communications or advertisement communications which business can use to connect with their customers. Yes. Not only customers, but with all audiences. Yeah? Okay, but before we shall talk about internet, we should understand. We understand that internet is not only a channel to connect with audience. In different countries, it differs. Yeah. So this review is actual for Russia. For other countries, it will differ in something. Some points I will show, but of course not everything. Let's check every channel with main channels. Data which I use is TNS Developed Media, maybe here TNS. It's international agency. TNS is international agency. They make different ratings, especially for media, for market, for auditors. As far as I know, it's an American company. It works in every European country, and in Russia they work for last about 10 years. About 2 years they work with internet auditory in cities more than 100,000 people. Okay, so now TV have about 48% of all auditory in Russia. It reduces. You can see it reduced until last year. I take data in the end of 2012. Right? More concrete data in the end of each year. I don't use middle. It's not clear. Advertisement budgets on TV are growth. With TV in Russia works well. One of the reasons is very big geography. Very big geography and not good, for example, internet in the far regions of Russia. Yes, it's more expensive. In the next about pluses, I think it's a main net. And of course, this time in Russia, TV is the only channel who can guarantee multi-million auditory in prime time. Okay? Most popular TV shows, most popular TV movies, TV program when you can see when most interesting movies will be. Of course, they have their auditory, maybe not sure as our agencies told us, but anyway, no conference. Okay? Actual methods of counting of auditory doesn't work because they were created for last century, not for this century, when working day was normal for most of people. Plants, big companies, yes, all people have fixed working day. Most of people have fixed working day. And another problem, it's problem not only with TV, with most of channels. For big companies, you'll hear about such thing as media mix. When we make advertising program using different channels. For example, TV, press, internet, and something else. In Russia, and I think in the world too, there is no tools which can help you to count effect of such companies. In marketing, there is no such tools. So press. Now press in Russia have about less than 14%. And this is reducing for until year before, and every year it continues reduces. 2 years ago, internet was grown to press, and now internet have much more than press. We will see it later. Okay, about 10 or 15 years, 10, 20 maybe years ago, most of daily news You can see via radio, via internet, and via morning newspaper, for example. Or about 30 years ago, or not 30, 20 years ago, for example, in my childhood, most use of techniques and science we know about from magazine. Yeah? Science and techniques, young technique.
Yeah, I remember.
It's popular Russian magazines for young technicians. That's the reason why media reduces. Because some kind of media went to internet, but it's not easy. And in internet they begin to concurrent with real internet media. It's a very difficult concurrence. My good friend Oksana Silantieva, Moscow highest economic school. Yes.
I know.
One of her study is to learn offline newspapers or magazines how they need to reform all their organization of work to become internet media. Because internet media it's another range, it's another kind of work, another sources, and a lot of questions you need to answer to become a real internet media. Not every media can do it, and not every people in particular media can change their work, their lifestyle, a lot of things. Okay. What we have now? We have three categories of press. Yes. Newspapers, thematic magazines, advertising magazines. In Russia, such as Stolnik, for example, you can see it's like it's not kind of Cosmo, but something like this, more advertisement and more articles attending to brands, collections, or something else, but all about. The variety is the same kind. About press. Particular press and newspapers reduces most of all. In this branch, concurrent with internet is the most. Of course, internet more regular, more interesting, more information, and in internet you can see a lot of in good media. You can see different information about the same question. You can write text, you can see video, you can hear voice, you can watch for photo gallery, for example. Good media do it already. Yeah. So that's why internet is more effective in this case. Yes. Second part is thematical press. It reduces, but not so much, because a lot of magazines have good editors, good journalists, which make really interesting content. Yes. For this media, coming to internet is more easy, because their concurrent party is content, and they have less concurrence, of course. It's good, but one of the main point of press is, of course, good said that you can, if content is good and you put your message near such content, yes, your consumer will see again and again. But of course, the next time it's minus. Because if content is bad, you can have a very good message, but customer spend it. It's a problem. Plus and minus the same. Next one, outdoors. Outdoors have a small reduces, but in budget, in financial budgets, it grows. It's okay. In Russia, we have some specific with outdoors. Of course, this sphere is highly regulated by law. Size of constructions, place of constructions, content of such constructions, and these regulations became more strong from year to year. About 10 years ago, our city looks another. Everywhere was banners, a lot of alcohol advertising, about smoking advertising, all the things. Now you can't see it. Okay? Let's check pluses and minuses of outdoors. Such construction. Okay. And most of all, it works in million and more than million people cities. When we can see a lot of constructions, one kind of how to work with this one is media screens. When content changes, your content change and something moves, you will see on it. Yeah? It's another psychological effect. So outdoors, classes is part of physical reality. If you find a good place, yes, it's regular contact with your audience. It's the second one, and the third one, if for good places, of course, it's cheap. It's cheap for big auditors. Minuses are near it. If place is not very good, of course, it just doesn't work. It doesn't work. Second minus is clutter. Third minus is it's difficult really to count how many customers will see it. How many customers from your audience will see it. It's a big problem of outdoor, but now, especially with state regulation of this sphere, because good places are less than brands who want to give message with it, it's okay. The sphere is working, it's working in media mixes, it's working. And another one problem with outdoors, big problem, it's not attitude to media we see before. You can't put long message with outdoors. In outdoors, best of all, works images, not text. And with outdoors, you can't. It's difficult to take, for example, not easy something for politicians. If you want to attitude to some content, yes. But usually you see one picture, one phrase or two phrases. But for press, it works another. You can give difficult message, it's okay. It's a difficult message, few stage message, because people are ready to read, ready to understand, ready to think. When we see about outdoors, not this way. Okay? In outdoors, it doesn't work. Okay, radio. Very interesting effect. About 5 years ago, were a lot of speeches that radio will die. Radio will die because internet, because press, because outdoors, it can't live in comfort.
But it's still alive.
But now, radio reduces from 10 about 5%, and now radio is growing up. It's only except the internet media which still alive.